Okay, so we just finished Chumash and Tanya. Now we're going to learn a little bit the Haftarah, which is also very, very exciting. The Haftarah for this week is Yehoshua. We just heard about Yehoshua going with 11 other spies to Eretz Israel because the people wanted it. Now we're going to hear about Yehoshua sending out two spies um, to the land of Israel, to Jericho specifically. So let's start. I'm going to read the first few verses of this in English in the interest of saving time. But it is very, very exciting and important to learn the Haftarah as well as the Parsha of the week, because the Haftarah, I always say, is like the dessert after the main course. And this one is exceptionally exciting and dramatic. So let's hear what happens in Yehoshua base, Yehoshua 2, chapter 2, verses 1 through 24. This Haftarah describes the mission of the spies sent by Yehoshua. It echoes the main theme of the Parsha Shalach, the mission of Moshe's spies sent out to the land of Israel in preparation for its conquest. I'm reading again from Chayenu with commentary. There is some commentary in this. So, on the 5th of Nisan, 2488 from creation, Yehoshua son of Nun sent out two men, Pinchas and Kalev, out of Shittim, um, as secret spies, saying, "Go see the land, Jericho, and Jericho in general, in particular Jericho, the first city." The commentary says Jericho was the first city inside the border and the most fortified city in the land. Yehoshua told the spies to act as if they were deaf, so the people would speak openly in their presence, and to disguise themselves as potters. They went to Jericho and came to the house of an innkeeper who was also a prostitute named Rachav. Some opinions say, though, that the word Zona also means grocer. She could have just sold groceries. Um, Her name was Rachav, and they went to sleep there. But despite their efforts in keep their mission a secret, it was told to the king of Jericho, saying, "Behold, men have come here this night from the Israelites to search out the land." So the king of Jericho sent emissaries to Rachav, saying, "Produce the men who have come to you, that have entered your house, for they are enemy spies. They've come to search out the entire land." Now the woman had taken the two men and had hidden them in a narrow alcove. She replied to the king, or to the king's emissaries. She replied to them, "Indeed, the men did come to me, but I did not know where they were from. When it was time to close the city gate at dark, the men left. I do not know where they went. Pursue them quickly, for if you hurry, you can overtake them." She had brought them up to the roof and hidden them in the stalks of flax that were arranged for her on the roof. The king's men pursued them in the direction of the Jordan River as far as the fords, assuming they had returned to the Israelite camp. As soon as the pursuers had left Jericho, the gatekeeper shut the gate. Before the spies went to sleep, Rahav came up to them on the roof. She said to the men, "I know that God has given you the land, that your terror has fallen upon us, and that it is as if all the inhabitants of the land have melted away because of you. For we have heard how God dried up the water of the Sea of Reeds for you when you came out of Egypt, as well as what you did to the two kings of the Amorites who were on the other side of the Jordan River, Sihon and Og, whom you completely destroyed." That is pretty exciting. I can't wait to hear what happens tomorrow. I'm going to leave you with a cliffhanger. What's going to happen next? We're going to switch over to the HaYomYom for Tuesday, the 19th of Sivan, in the Chayenu. Please go to chayenu.org for a subscription. Okay, the HaYomYom is in the month of Mar Cheshvan, 5613 or 1852. The Tzemach Tzedek scheduled, in addition to his other study sessions, a study session with my revered grandfather, the Rebbe Maharash, for 2.5 hours every day. In the winter, they would begin at 10 o'clock at night, and in the summer at 4 o'clock in the morning. For 2 years, they studied Kabbalah as explained in the teachings of Chassidus. After this time, until Elul 5616 or 1856, when this study session ended, they would study works of medieval Jewish philosophy, Hakira, Rabsadia Gaon, Mora Nevuchim, Sefer HaKarim, Kuzari, and others as interpreted in the teachings of Chassidus. Have a beautiful evening, and make sure to do one more good deed to hasten the redemption for all mankind.